Shay, what are we doing out here again? Langston, we're gonna get you to like the weather. We know you're a winter baby. You don't even need this for real. Yeah, leave it. Leave it for the birds. Let's go. Or the ants. Yeah, I know you dropped it. Eat the rest of them. He got kicks, y'all. K-I-X with cereal. Let me grab his hand. We're at the top. That's for Langston. Say hi, Langston. Say I gotta get my vaccine today. I look crazy. See, I'm not ready. Oop, let's not show your bodies. See, I'm not ready. You don't know what you're in for. You don't know what he in for, y'all. He all done? Hey guys, we're picking up Langston's prescription. Y'all, we made it to the park. Langston just started crying. We have to go back and get their prescription, so we're just gonna chill at the park because it's very close to the pharmacy. We're pushing Langston, y'all. We're gonna go somewhere in the middle. It's like grassy. Hopefully it's not wet. And we're just gonna sit there and relax and bask in the sun. You know, this might be a good little area right here. Yeah, a little bit of sun. We're gonna face the opposite direction of the sun. We're gonna be tanned. Y'all gonna be brown, and I'm gonna be probably the same shade because I'm chocolate lady. This is the view, guys. The sun is on me, and I remember back in the day I used to be like, no, I don't want to go out in the sun. I love being hot. Not hot, but like warm. I don't like being hot and sweating, but warm. And so I'd be like, oh, I didn't want to get darker than what I am because people would bully me. I would get bullied for being dark skinned. But now I don't even care for real. Like, you know, I want to be like those dark skinned models on TV, but I ain't got long legs. I'm not tall and not skinny, but I love myself. I love myself, and I'm learning to love myself. There are parts of me that I love, and there are parts of me that I'm learning to love. So, y'all hear Jelani? Yep. Y'all put our blanket down. Well, I'm finna sit down. I'm going to sit down. Yep. Take your shoes off. Well, I'm gonna take my shoes off. You can keep your shoes on. Yep. Oh, I took my sock off. Oh no. Ah, you didn't want to be caught holding it. Say cheese. Where you at? Y'all, we got up because Jelani on the move. It's my walking man. Say, we gotta go where we need to go. He leading the way. Yes, it is flowers. What color are they? What color are the flowers? Yellow. Good job. Yellow. All right, let's leave the flowers. Oop. An ant tried to crawl up my leg, boop. Come on, let's keep moving. Yeah, let the bees have them. $5 flowers, yep. Leave the flowers for the bees. Be careful not to touch all of them. They might have bees on them. Bye-bye. See you later, flowers. Come on, no. Okay. Come this way so you don't step in the dirt daubers. Look at him, he mad. He like, let me go to sleep. Come on. But like I was saying, no, I don't have him strapped in because we just walking around this wide open space. And obviously y'all know I took him out, but he's going to sleep. But whenever we get back in the car, I'll strap him back in. Let's go. I want you to walk where it's dirt. See where those leaves are? We don't know if it's dirt daubers or bees or something. They might sting you. Come on, let's go this way. Come on, follow me. Nope. Hey guys. I'm just sitting in the car. Jelani is ready to chilling. Why I look like a bald? Oh my gosh. Well, you can just see nothing but. Anyways, Jelani's back there. He's eating. Langston is sleeping for right now. And I'm like, it's too nice of a day. I don't want to go inside yet. So we're just sitting right here. I never realized how big my teeth were. I guess that's why people would pick on me. But I just been noticing it lately. And I'd be looking at my teeth like, yeah, my teeth are pretty big. Especially if I don't lift my, I have a gummy smile. But yeah, we're in the parking lot at BJ's. And we're just sitting. Because I was like, I'll go in the house when Langston wakes up. Because I know Jelani about to fall asleep. He was sleepy. So, yeah. So good? Okay. So yeah, I'll just sit out here. Whichever comes first. If Langston wakes up or if what's name. Because I already changed both of them when we were at the park. So, yeah, I'll check back in with you guys in a sec. I knew he was on his way to sleep. Knocked out. So, this is what we doing. Y'all, I'm bored. I'm glad they sleep though. I want y'all to know it's like it's okay to go through stuff. Don't be afraid to go through some stuff, right? Because knowing that you're going through something, you're gonna get through it. There ain't no way but. And you know, it's like when you're down, the only way is up. You can't go no further. And I say that because I'm going through a season in life. I'm going through a season, but my sister calling me, so I love y'all. I'm gonna hold that thought. We're back home. Jelani is asleep. Langston is right here. He's going through right now, y'all. So trying to help him get through it. I went ahead and took my hair down. Y'all do not like wearing my hair in tight styles. Maybe back in the day, but no, take it out. So yeah, like, is there another thing in my hair? I had this twisted up. Langston's probably tired too. That's probably why he's so cranky. I gave him a little bit of gas medicine because I think he went to sleep. His eyes still open. He got real long eyelashes, so it looks like they're closed. But he making his way back to sleep. I think that gas medicine helped. Because he was over here pushing and being cranky, and I'm like, oh, he probably got a little bit of gas. And I tried to help him work through it, and then that wasn't working. So I was like, let me give you a little bit of this. I think it's called Milestone or something like that. So yeah. I think no. He looking at the fan now. It sounded like he was snoring. Oh, he faking. He playing possum. He don't know what feeling to be awake or asleep, but he's a little cranky as well, because of the shots that he got. So, what was I telling y'all in the car? To just be grateful for going through, honestly, y'all, because just know that you won't get through. And he over here pooting, so that means he got some relief. If he's sleepy, he poop. But back to what I was saying, because you're gonna get through it, and I'll be having to remind myself, y'all. I'll be having to remind myself. We put so much effort into things sometimes, and when it doesn't give the result, or it doesn't, yield the result that we wanted, we get so sorry, my alarm went off. We get so down, we get upset, and we just forget about the bigger picture. Sometimes it's not about what you get in return, it's about what you're giving, what you're putting in, and eventually it will result in something greater. Like me thinking to myself, oh, this is what I've been telling my friends lately. We can love something or someone so much, right? But we shouldn't expect anything in return for loving people, although that's our hope, right? Because God tells us to love people. But in some circumstances, I do feel when you make a commitment to somebody, or you make an agreement, or you acknowledge that, we are going to love each other, then it should be worked towards. There can't be, oh, well, this, that, and the third, when you two people have said, we're going to love each other, right? And you have every right to feel hurt in that moment because, yes, someone made a promise to you. Someone told you that you were going to love them. So you know that the effort that you're putting out, although you're putting it out effortlessly, because love just comes from the heart. Like you love somebody and then you're like, oh, I'm loving this person. It's a great thing to love them because I know that they love me. So it makes you even love them even more, right? But there's sometimes when you just have to love people knowing you're not going to get nothing in return. But if you have made a commitment with somebody and they're not upholding their side of the bargain, it's like, well, I still love you, but this doesn't serve me anymore, you know? You're doing more hurting than you are loving me. So feel free to just, step back and say, I respect myself more. It ain't always about like this, because we can become overindulged with ourselves where we feel like we deserve so much and we're owed so much. We're not owed anything, honestly. People don't have to give us anything, honestly. And it's like, we can become very entitled, and in reality it's like, that's not promised to you. So it's just like, be grateful, be thankful, and respect yourself. I feel like this is something that I preach a lot, and I say preach very lightly because I'm not a preacher, but I am attesting to it. This is my testimony. I know very well that sometimes we have to love people because sometimes they're struggling to love themselves, and we have to take ourselves out of that. Like, oh, they're not giving me this, and it's just like, well, you gotta just love those people, but then separate yourself from that if you know that's not what you're gonna get in return and that's what you want, right? And it's like, you can say, for instance, you love your child, and they don't really know what love is at the moment, but they give that back to you as well. These kids don't even know. They can acknowledge I love you. They can say I love you, but what does that mean, right? So some people give it very effortlessly. It's without trying. Sometimes there are people who have hurt you and you still have to love them regardless, but that does not mean you have to accept them back into your life. Respect that person and respect yourself, right? On top of that, I do say that you do deserve respect, and so that has to be something that's accounted for. Don't let somebody disrespect you. There's a difference between loving someone and respecting someone, and it should come both hand in hand, because love, if you look up love in the Bible, love does not boast, love is kind, love is patient, love is, God. We show people love through God, and by acknowledging who God was and what he has been and what he always will be to us. And we have to love people. And it goes on because I can't quote the whole scripture, but I know that I go look at it from time to time, and sometimes when I have to even bring it up to people, or even myself, what love is, because love is not just me saying I love you, but it's also me showing that I love you, right? And we should just keep putting that out into the world, and it will come back to us. It may not come back to you in that moment. You don't get brownie points for loving someone and they didn't love you back or anything like that. Oh, I'm doing this person a favor by loving them. No. So just love people effortlessly, and eventually it will turn around in your favor. It may not come today, it may not come tomorrow, but God says for us to not grow weary in doing good, right? So we got this in us. We got it in us to continue to love people, but remember to respect yourself. So say if you're in a relationship and that man is disrespecting you, you can love him all you want to, honey, but he's disrespecting you. So it's just like, let him go. Just like if you can love your mom or your dad so much, but they do unhealthy things, right? And they treat you wrong and they beat you or they abuse you. A lot of the things that we learn and how we operate in relationships is due to what we've learned in childhood. We don't even realize it, especially even parents who have done a great job taking care of their kids. When you become too involved in your children's life, or you don't allow your kids to grow and see things for themselves, they're going to become codependent on you. And yes, when they're very young, that's a good thing, but then codependency can be very unhealthy, because then these children turn into adults who do not know how to do things for themselves, and it may cause you a lot of stress in the long run. So it's like, yes, I want to teach you, but I got to teach you the right way, and we're going to make mistakes, and there's nothing wrong with that. But parents should be open to hearing what their kids have to say in regards to how they make them feel, and parents should do a job of working on that as well. And on top of that, it's not like my child is telling me what to do, and my child's not the adult, but my child is opening up into me and expressing to me how they feel. That does not make me a bad parent. It does make you negligent if you can acknowledge that you are treating your child not the best, and then continuously doing that. So we have to be able to take accountability for ourselves and know where we go wrong and try to do better. Don't take offense to everything. No, you're not a bad person if you make a mistake. You will harbor bad behavior or bad habits if you continuously do it and you know that it's wrong. So we just all got to do better. Even, me, I say to myself, like, I have a lot of mom guilt, and it's because I have two kids, and it's like I'm one person and I want to be there for the both of them, and I try my darndest. But it's just like, once you try your best, you continue. You don't just try one day and then the next day, oh, I'm just gonna be lax about it and not put in as much effort. You got to show up every day if you want those results that you're looking for, whether it be in your home, whether it be with your kids, whether it be with your outside family or your friends. You have to show up. Show for yourself and show up, guys. Show up for people. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Hold yourself accountable. Like, we can't look back and say, well, I tried my best, and you really know you didn't. And I don't want to have those regrets. So I wake up every day and I even apologize to my kids. Like, if I make a mistake or if I find myself being impatient, I will literally be like, God, forgive me, help me to be patient with my kids. And there will be situations that arise that are teaching you patience. So it's like, in that moment, look at yourself and be like, I think this is a moment where I can actually, you know, prove that I have it in me to be patient. Prove that I have it in me to be understanding. Prove that I have it in me to be kind, to be caring. All of these things. I grew up in I would say I grew up in a loving home in regards to tough love. So my grandparents were not affectionate, and I feel like that kind of grew me to be distant from people, and that is something that I had to grow out of. So sometimes we have to do the job of raising ourselves when, not that our parents failed us, so I won't say that, because I feel like my grandparents definitely set me up for how the world was going to be. It's not going to always be easy. It's not going to be sunshines and rainbows. So it's like, when you get out there and it get tough, it's going to be tough. But you got it in you to get through it, because you've seen at a young age that life wasn't easy. And that does not mean it's going to always be tough. Like, in this life you may have trouble, but take heart, for I've overcome the world, says God. It's in the Bible. We ain't promised a good day every day, y'all. It's important that we know we have joy. And just like the pastor preached this Sunday, y'all, can't nobody take that joy from you. The world didn't give, and the world can't take it away. You find that joy and you hold on to it in those moments. And sometimes it's inevitable that we get down, but we don't stay down. And this is something that I'm always telling y'all. So everything honestly leads back to the same thing. It leads back. I don't have no hands, so I'm moving my head. It leads back to the same thing. No matter what story, no matter how you feel, no matter what, it all leads back to the same thing. That it's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay, and it's gonna work out just fine. You gotta find joy. You gotta trust in God. You gotta believe in yourself, right? Believe in God that He will give you the strength, and trust that He has given it. And so then you push yourself and you go for it, and you will accomplish all that you have set out to accomplish. But know that just because you hit a bump in the road does not mean your story is over. The book is not closed. We're turning in another chapter. And just as I was saying to myself, sometimes we read the same old stories. So it's time to stop flipping through the pages of this book and pick up another one, babes. And that's why you keep hitting the block in the road, because you're reading the same story. You're reading the same story. I said to myself, like, oh, I feel like I'm here, I'm in the same season. It's because you're repeating cycles. Stop it. Stop it. And once you stop it, bro, you are unstoppable. You will get to where you need to be. Time for a new book. Time for a new book. You flipping chapters through an old book. Flip through old chapters in your life. That ain't you no more. That don't suit you no more. You're on to new things. So stop. Stop. The pages getting worn out. Like, just come on, let's go. And I tell myself that maybe it's I'm done turning the pages in this book and I'm on to another one. Not new chapters in a whole new book, guys. A whole new book. We gotta think broader. Gotta think more wide ranging. So I love y'all and I hope y'all have a good day. God bless y'all. And show somebody you love them today. And don't expect anything in return. Right? And if you aren't able to love, ask God for forgiveness and to open your heart up to love. Because sometimes we have become so angry with people that our hearts are hardened, and we got to be able to say, no more. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be unhappy. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that. I want to be better. Right? So, you know better, you do better. And I say that to myself. Peace, guys.